Alrighty, Mr. Gatekeeper here. Alright, basically if any of you that are watching have talked to me over the airwaves out there in DX land or skip land or whatever you want to call it for the last 2 years, right around 2 years, you have heard me on this radio right here in the mobile, because I haven't talked on the base in a while other than just doing some testing and stuff. I've got to gather up a little bit of funds here at the end of the month, so I got to let some stuff go. And I do hate to let this radio go. It's been awesome to me. It's worked great. I've really enjoyed it. It's a 2950DX. It's got two 1969 finals in the back. It does have an echo board installed, but it does not have a talk back. I never use the echo board. I will demonstrate that it does work. Go ahead and turn on my radio up under the bench here. No coax hooked up to it, so you can hear the echo working. But I never used the echo. I equally used it for sideband and AM equally. As far as I know that I received this radio brand new, that it had never been used. A fella had got the echo board installed. I don't think that he ever got a peak and tune put on this radio. I can tell just by the way it runs. To me it appears to be all stock. That's just my opinion. I don't know enough about radios to look in there and actually tell, but RMS wise it looks all stock. I can't remember what these radios. I think these radios will do anywhere from 25 to 30, 40 watts factory. I'm not 100% sure though, but to me on RMS wise it looks stock. But I definitely enjoyed it big time. If I didn't have another sideband radio, I wouldn't be getting rid of it, but I know I can always buy me another one of these. Alright, the only known problems with this, which I think are just pretty much common with these radios, if you unhook the power from it and hook it back up, you'll see that it will reset to 24 megahertz. So you'll just have to hit the main button, go there, or go to whatever frequency you want to. And the only other thing that I noticed was in the summertime, I always try to put a blanket or something over it in the summertime, but if the radio does get too hot in the summertime, you'll turn it on and you'll see that the screen will be blank. And whenever that happens in the summertime, all I would have to do is turn it off again and turn it back on and it'd be good to go. That's the only two things I ever noticed about it, which were never any big issues for me. And you can tell the paint right here has just started to fade a little bit on the top. Other than that, I cleaned it up pretty good just from being in the mobile. So I was using the external speaker with it. The internal speaker wasn't working, and I fixed it. All it was a wire that had came off the. I don't use radios internal, so I always use an external speaker. So I just never worried about fixing it till now, but I got it fixed now. It was just a wire that had came off of it. So, all right. Let's see here. It's quiet out there, man. Check. Audio. Let's get back on the right frequency here. Audio. Audio. Alright, let me see what channel I'm on down here. Channel 6. Alright, sorry about that. Let me turn it to channel 6. Audio. Welcome to Planet Gatekeeper. So I got the echo turned on. Audio. Echo works. The echo is back here. So I'm going to turn it off now. I don't see the sense of even having an echo board without any talkback because you can't adjust it. But that's just me. Alright, give me 1 second. Be right back. Alright, well, it looks like that I did not fix the speaker. There is a short in this freaking speaker, which kind of sucks. I was hoping there wasn't going to be an issue with that. So I'm just going to give my external speaker with the radio. This speaker just needs to be replaced. See, I'll show you. Let me see if I can hold the camera. This wire right here. Here, dang it. That's kind of hard to do. Anyway, this wire right here, the brown wire, that side of the speaker is shortened. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I think it's because these wires are so short that when the last time somebody took this off, they pulled on it. I think it's done. It shorted. It loosened the wire that's actually coming out of the speaker itself. All right, I'm gonna plug the external speaker up. I don't like using speakers inside radios anyway. So the receive works great. Maybe filters. Alright, so yeah, I'll give my the external speaker I was using, which is this one right here. That one I got it plugged up to is the one I use on my bass. Here, let me plug up just to show you that it works. Alright, unplugging the one from my bass. I've already got a ferrite bead on it too. Plugging up the one that'll be coming with it. Alrighty, so I'll go ahead and give this with it, just in case you would want to use that rather than replacing a speaker, or you might be able to work on it and fix it with a speaker. What I did is it appeared that the little wire coming from the speaker, I just kind of pulled it just a little bit and it came loose, so I soldered it back to the lead, but it still ain't working. When I lift up on the wire, it comes on, so it looks like there's just a little short going from the speaker, which, you know, it happens with these radios sometimes. But anyway, the radio works great. Alright, let me show you the output of it, which, you know, it ain't a power monster. It's a good sideband radio though. Alright, RF power all the way down. We got a 25 watt slug. This is about a 2 watt dead key. Oh yeah. Oh. About 5 watts RMS. We'll turn the RF power about 12 o'clock. About a 7 watt dead key. Oh yeah. about 9 watts. Turn it all the way up, which you don't want to run it like that, but you can on sideband. About an 8 watt dead key. 10 bird. If you sent this and got a good tune done to it, you could probably get about 14 to 16 out of it, I would think. But I'm not sure when it comes to these radios. Alright. If you go on PEP, of course, it's going to be off the scale. So I used to be able to take these slugs out of this meter without having to put the phone down, but all of a sudden my spring started working. If you can imagine that. I kind of prefer it not. Kind of prefer it. I can just do it with one hand pretty easy. Alright, we got 250 watt slug. Top scale, the 5 is 50 watts. So she's doing, she appears to be doing about 40 watts. I'm going to take it over to sideband. Lower sideband. I'm going to turn that other radio off. Alright. Alright, lower sideband. So she appears to be doing a little bit less on sideband. Looks like about, let's see, about 25, a little bit over 25 watts or so. Lower sideband, upper sideband. FM. See, that's real low on FM. We don't use FM anyway. Oh, that's all the way up too, man. Not too good for you UK users or somebody trying to use it on a repeater. Yeah, so it ain't no monster on FM. Back to AM. About 40 watts, so it does more on AM. Maybe it's had a mild tune, peaking tune done to it. It appears that it might have had a mild peaking tune to it. But anyway, this is my 2950. I really hate to let it go. It works great. I've really loved it. I will be getting me another one soon. You best believe that. So it comes with a factory mic. I've tried at least 6 mics with this thing. I'm telling you, this factory mic sounds the best. It just does. It's crazy that it worked that way with this radio. Usually external aftermarket mics are going to sound better, but this one works the best. And I also like having the channels up there. I'm going to give this mic with it. This was my mic to another 2950 that I don't even remember what I think I ganked the plug off of it and used it for something. So it ain't got no plug on it, but you can have that for a backup mic. And also, I'll give this mic with it too. I ain't getting no use for it. The SRA 198. It's just been sitting out here, so you can tell the screen's got a little rusty or whatever. You could take a little steel wool brush or something, clean that up. But this mic works well. It works fine.